Listen, don't keep your non-aesthetic space from making you money. Like, you're gonna have to Tim Gun it and make it work and utilize your space. So, in this video, I'm going to help you and give you some advice on what to do if you don't have an aesthetically pleasing space. First things first, a disclaimer. You probably already heard me say it before in another video, and I'm going to say it again, and I'll probably say it in another video. But utilize your resources. I'm in a season of where I'm realizing I have to utilize what I have in front of me. I can't wait until I get this camera or this space or move into this apartment or get all this furniture. I have to utilize what I have, because you know what? Time is money. There's money to be made, and we can't wait around waiting for everything to be perfect to make the money. So let's just utilize what we have to make the money. Are we here? So the first thing you could do is create your own content corner. Let me tell you something. When I was at my mother's house, I literally had a corner, like a corner to record, to utilize and record my content, because everything around me, boxes everywhere. I didn't really have any other space in the house. My room at the time where I was staying in was purple, and I didn't want to record on a purple wall. So I had to utilize what I had, and I utilized this small content corner. Literally, I got some gray wallpaper and I put it up on the wall. So first things first, create your own content corner, or your content wall, or your content room. Utilize what you have. I think the easiest way to go when it comes to creating your content corner, I feel like sometimes it can be overwhelming, because it's like, okay, what do I put on the wall? I want it to look like this. Should I put a plant here? Should I get this here? Should I get that? Should I get that? Yada, yada, yada. The first tip I would give you is just get a wallpaper that you really like and that falls in line with your brand and how you want to present yourself online, and start with that. Like, literally, I actually hate this background now, but I'm utilizing it. If I'm being completely honest. Just like with my gray background, I picked the background and I utilized it and what would fit. I didn't think about, okay, all these extras. And if you know me personally, you know I like to set design. I like to curate. I like to give the vibes, but I had to do what I had to do in that moment, and I just got a background. As I always say, simplicity is key. Simplicity will take you a long way. It will keep you from overthinking, procrastination, and perfectionism. Keep it simple when you're creating your content space. Keep it simple. Keep it extremely simple, because also you don't want to distract the viewers. You want it to complement you and what you're doing on screen. You don't want your background to take attention away from you. So keep it simple when you're creating your own content room. Something I did for my friend, I think I still have it on Canva, and if I do, I will post it on here just so you guys can see. I had a friend. She was starting the podcast. She wanted to use her living room space as her recording space / office space. So I literally mocked up something for her in Canva to kind of give her a visual idea of what the space could look like. So if you're kind of like, I don't know how to utilize this space, or don't really know what to do, I would suggest going on Canva and creating a mock-up of what you would potentially like your space to look like. But all in all, keep it simple and create your own content area if you don't have an aesthetically pleasing space in your home or wherever you're at. The next thing you can do if you don't have an aesthetically pleasing space is utilize different areas in your house. Now, this may be a call for you to declutter and organize your space. I feel like that's part of the reason why people feel like their place isn't aesthetically pleasing. It's because they need to do a declutter. They need to do a spring cleaning. If it's winter right now, you need to do a winter cleaning. You need to do a deep clean of your house and declutter and organize. And I bet you your space will feel totally different than it was before. So as I was recording YouTube videos, I decided to utilize different spaces within my household. To be honest, I was tired of being in this little hole. not this little hole, this little corner trying to film and record. It was very frustrating. Trying to get the lighting and the setup for it. It was chaotic. So I started utilizing my desk in that room to record content, which is something you can also do. Is utilize your desk, utilize your kitchen, utilize your living room, even your bathroom. There's people who have talks in their bathroom. Utilize your car, utilize your garage. You could utilize your space. You just have to see past your current circumstance. Look at the vision. See the vision. Don't look at the circumstance. See what you could create out of what is quote unquote a mess to you. Now, I will say this. If you have a household that's busy or has a lot of people in it, that can be difficult to record in because people are going in and out. There's so much noise going on. Something that I found helpful as someone who lived in a household with other people is recording in the evening time. Just because I know everybody's in their beds, they're asleep, or if they're up, they're watching TV. It's quiet. It's not as noisy. Another time I do it is when everybody's out the house during the day. Because I freelance and I work at home. Kids are at school, my brother's at school, mom's at work or running errands, and it's quiet throughout the house. So I would definitely say if you're someone who has a household or live with other people, be sure to optimize the times when people are at home to record in those spaces in your home. And the last thing I would suggest, which I feel like I've never really heard anyone suggest to anyone to use to record content, is utilize your library. At your library, you can rent out a room and you can literally bring your film equipment and post up and film right there within the comfort of your library. Some libraries, I know they have windows where you can see you. Depending on your library, some libraries have closed rooms where they don't see you at all. Utilize your library to record content if you really can't stand anything in your household, or you just don't have the space or have the freedom or free will to record in your household. Utilize your library, utilize a coffee shop. I think this might be turning a lot of people off. This will be good practice for you to get over the fear of being seen. Like I always say, you are meant to be seen. There's people who are called to you. There's people who need what you have to put out in the world. So I would definitely look into your local library and see if you can possibly check out a room to record your content, or go to a local coffee shop to record your content. Let me tell you something. Them people's not worried about what you're doing. Like in the day and age where everybody record content at this point, it's just like seeing a car drive past you. Like it's nothing. It is really nothing. And there's one last thing I want to say, right? People care about what you have to offer. People care about what you have to say. People care about who you are. In a day and age where everybody's trying to sell their lifestyle, sell aesthetics, people really want authenticity. So don't feel like you have to keep up with the Joneses and put on this aesthetic in order to get the people your way. Because to be quite frank, if people don't care about who you are or what you have to say or your character, and they only care about the lifestyle that you portray, they're not for you. They're not for you. The thing is, especially as a business owner, even as a creator, you want to connect to people who genuinely care about what you do. So don't get caught up in aesthetics. Yes, aesthetics matter to an extent, but not to the point where you have to hold off on creating the content until you get that aesthetic look. No. Do it, put yourself out there, and be seen. You're meant to be seen. Don't be afraid to be seen in this world, ugly or not. If you look at the YouTubers, like the OG YouTubers like Glamazante, Aaliyah's Face, I don't know all the other ones. Kyra Amonique. I hope I said her name right. Like, if you go back to their YouTube videos, they look a hot ghetto mess. Like, I'm sure they would say it themselves. I'm probably sure they said that themselves. Like, but they started from the bottom and now they're here. Like, now the content's A1, crazy good, quality, all that. Everybody starts from somewhere. So that's the tips I have for you. Let me know in the comments what you might be considering doing, and I will talk to you guys in the next video.